हारना या जीतना एक ना एक टीम को तो है ही, और आप एज अ टीम हमेशा कोशिश करते हैं कि आप जीतें। हार भी आप तब एक्सेप्ट कर सकते हैं कि जैसे आपने बोला कि जो इंसिडेंट्स ये मैच में हुए, जिस तरीके से हमने सिचुएशंस को अपने हाथ से जाने दिया, आई थिंक वो चीज़ एक्सेप्टेबल नहीं है एज ए फ्रॉम अ टीम्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू। और इतने सॉफ्ट डिसमिसल्स होना इस मैच में, वो चीज़ बहुत दुखती है, क्योंकि आप मेहनत करते हैं, मैच के लिए प्रिपेयर करते हैं, अच्छी सिचुएशन में भी आते हैं, गेम को अपनी तरफ खींचते हैं, उसके बाद फिर मोमेंटम जब शिफ्ट हो जाता है इन गलतियों की वजह से, तो काफ़ी बुरा लगता है एज अ टीम। और ये देखिए, ये चीज़ें हैं जो इंडिविजुअल्स को बैठ के अपने आप रिफ्लेक्ट करनी चाहिए, और जो कि सब करते हैं, लेकिन हमने ये गलतियां दोनों मैच में रिपीट करी हैं। काफ़ी सॉफ्ट डिसमिसल्स हुए हैं जो एज अ टीम, जैसे मैंने बोला, कि वो चीज़ एक्सेप्टेबल नहीं है।
Virat, you've spoken about intent on the eve of the match, but did it somewhere look like you were the only one who had intent? Because some of the dismissals today were like tough cricket, like you had so much time in your hand poking at the ball outside the off stump and then a run out. I mean, are these things that are going to be taken into account when you sit down to talk ahead of the third test?
For sure. Look, we've not come here to play the way we did, at different times in both test matches, and that's something that we need to definitely speak about. We need to be hard on ourselves. We need to ask ourselves if we are giving 120% for the team every time that we bowl a ball or play a ball or field a ball. That is something, as I said, individuals need to reflect on themselves, but as a team we're definitely going to lay out these things in the open, and ask the guys to be honest about what they were feeling at particular stages in the game. Unless you speak about it, you lay out in front of everyone, there's very less chances of improving it. So yeah, as I said, these things, the mistakes that we've made, which have been really, I would say, not putting attention to detail at important stages of the game, is something that we need to definitely take into account and sit down and discuss as a team.
Captain, about 10 years ago, the selectors took a chance on you, though there were players with better records in domestic cricket. One of the reasons given was that they felt you were an individual they could build a team around. Some batsmen in this team have not performed outside Asia. Is there a temptation to sit down with somebody like the 18 coach and look at options outside this group?
Look, we will have to sit down and discuss those things. Look, it doesn't feel nice that you come out and you feel good as a team and then you're not able to execute what you want to. It almost has to be a madness to be able to win away from home, and you have to live that every minute, every day of being on tour. So as I said, it's a very individual thing, and but we need to discuss that as a team for sure. And I can't speak on behalf of the selectors what they are thinking. Obviously the selectors will come into the conversation as well, looking at what we need to plan for future tours also, because we have a lot of cricket away from home. This was not the only tour, so yeah, we'll have to identify all the areas that need improvement and accordingly act on those. And obviously the selectors are going to be a big part of that conversation.
Virat, aren't here for the first time with quite available resources to compete in South Africa? But like having too many players for the same set, did it affect when it comes to selecting the right level? Was there room to be?
Sorry, I didn't understand your question.
I mean, you came with the right resources here.
Yeah.
Openers, 3 openers, keepers 2, middle order, you had to build your option. So when it came to picking the level, did it have difference of thoughts? Okay, maybe Rahane could have played or Rohit could have played. Did it have a room?
Look, when something doesn't work, obviously it's going to be spoken against. So, we're pretty used to that. We as a team don't think of, what the opinion going around is, and I've clarified that before also. There are many people that are involved in making decision for playing 11. A lot was spoken about Bhuvi as well, but Shami performed in this game. So now no one's talking about that. So, it's all about whoever goes out to the field and performs. We obviously look at the conditions that we're playing in, and we decide as a management group and the captain, myself, sitting together, that what is the best 11 we can take on the field. And then we don't sit back and think, oh, we could have done that or we should have done that. you make one decision and you back it. It's always that scenario.
Chetan.
Virat, just an extension of that, I mean, for the last couple of years playing in subcontinental conditions, you've got a formula that, to excel on pitches like these, and fast bowlers from both teams have said that this is more like a subcontinental pitch. So how much does this loss hurt that despite having that formula, you were not able to perhaps get the best 11 out there and win this match?
What's the best 11?
The one that would win this match.
Was it your best 11? That's what.
But if we had won this, was this the best 11?
But again, you haven't won this. It's a pitch that is a much more subcontinental.
Look, I'm saying that we don't decide 11 according to results.
No, my question was about the pitch. Like,
Yeah, but you're saying you're telling me you could have played the best 11. So you tell me the best 11 will play that. I'm saying the loss obviously hurts, but you make one decision and you back it. We certainly don't sit here and say, oh, if you fail in one game, you're not good enough to be at this level. Or once the team loses, didn't we lose in India? We had the best 11 there. So whoever plays should be good enough to go out there and do the job for the team. And that's why we've got such a big squad, because we believe in their abilities. And they are good enough to be at this level, but you need to do that collectively as a team. You can't pinpoint and say this is the best 11. We played with teams before which have looked really strong and we've lost as well. So I certainly don't bend towards that opinion at all.
Last week, Aditya. Virat, so a word on the partnerships in the Indian batting side, Virat, and perhaps the lack of Chetan how it contributed to this loss, because we saw you were at one end and you had the stand with Vijay in the first innings and then later on with Ashwin, but there weren't too many of these. So just your thoughts on people batting together and how it perhaps affected the loss.
Yeah, I would point out the lack of it. I wouldn't point out the partnerships, because partnerships of 60s and 70s are not good enough to win test matches. We've seen that in the past as well, and we've identified that. And you need guys to put their heads down when the partnership has gone to 60 and 70 and try to make it into 100 or 150 to give the team the best chance of winning a test match or being in a solid position. Similarly, when you're batting as well, you want to make big hundreds and not get out after 100, so the team can benefit from that. So it's the same mindset that you take into partnerships also. When we did well in Australia, we got 450 runs every first innings, but our partnerships were massive. So that is something that we haven't repeated here. And as I said in presentation as well, South Africa did that better than us. They did not have many partnerships, but whatever they had, one big partnership was always there, and that was the key to them consolidating those situations, and they deserve to win the series.
In hindsight, would you perhaps have wanted to arrive in South Africa a bit earlier and give yourselves more time to prepare for what was obviously a big series?
See, I don't believe in that. We had a result in 3 days in Cape Town, and we had no complaints. We really enjoyed the pitch that we played on because we had an equal chance of winning the game there. We were not good enough to do that. That's a different thing. But it wasn't like, we were set a total and the team had declared and we were outplayed. So we had opportunities in both games. That is probably the smallest positive that we can think of at this moment. But look, I'm not going to sit here and try to comfort anyone. We need to be hard on ourselves. If we need to do special things, and we need to sit down and ask ourselves whether we are giving enough every time that we go on the field. And we should be reflecting on all our decision making and all the actions that we've made in this game and the previous game, and act upon them.
Some overseas careers, so to speak, on the line when they go to the Wanderers, because there's a lot of people who've got great records in India but not necessarily around the world.
Look, everyone wants to perform everywhere. I don't know whether people think about those things too early, or because when we came here last time we batted well. This time around we haven't batted well as a unit. We bowled well. We didn't bowl as well last time, but we bowled better this time. So what's annoying is that it hasn't come together at one time, which obviously South Africa has done, and that's how you win test matches. And that's the most thing, the hurtful thing, that both skills are not coming together at the right times, including fielding as well. And they're far superior in the field than us. And all three things have to come together well in tough situations for you to be able to win test matches and series, which we have failed to do.
Virat, looking at the pitch here, they would turn to Ashwin, he was on the slower side. would you look back at this test as a great opportunity lost because the conditions here were similar to what we get at home, and we should have ideally beaten South Africa here in this test.
Well, we were quite disappointed in Cape Town also. We had an opportunity to win there also. Look, Test cricket, it doesn't matter where you're playing. Teams have beaten us at home also at times. And yeah, these conditions were something that we are used to playing at. And, you know, we should have certainly done better than what we have. But having said that, you know, it's about which team plays collectively better. And as I mentioned quite a few times already, that South Africa collectively were a much better team than us, regardless of the pitches we played on. Their bowlers put relentless pressure on us as a batting unit, and their batsmen as well. After losing a few wickets, they would string in a partnership. So they showed more character than us.
Don't you feel too much hinges on you in this lineup? Too much hinges on you in this lineup, that over dependence on you only in this lineup?
No, I don't think so. There are 11 guys that go onto the field. You know, I try to do my best, so does everyone else. I certainly don't think like that, and no one in the change room thinks like that. Sometimes another batsman has played through the innings, and then you feel like you have been too dependent on him. So, you know, anyone can have a day where they can bat through the innings, but that doesn't mean that, you know, they're dependent on that particular player. So everyone has contributed for the team at different times. You know, you can't win games of cricket because of one or two people. You know, everyone has done well in the past, and that's why we've done well. It just hasn't been able to come together well here, as I said, and that's the reason why we haven't been able to win these games.
Finally, right, you're talking about it not coming together well. Maybe has that been because of the chopping and changing of the selection? I think in over 30 tests that you have been captain, you've changed your starting lineup in almost each and every test that you play. And I think you would know that to win test matches, you also need a little bit of consistency, or rather a lot of consistency. And you guys have been lacking that part, consistency. What would you put that down to? And how would you basically say that you guys will continue changing your team and you will still expect different results?
How many test matches have we won out of 30?
How many have you changed the starting
How many have we won? How many have we won?
How many have you changed your lineup?
21 wins.
Yeah.
2 losses.
Yeah.
How many draws?
How many in India?
It doesn't matter. Wherever we play, we try to do our best.
Thank you, sir. We'll take next.
I'm here to answer your questions, man, not to fight with you.
Please answer me.
विराट भाई 90s में एक समय था भारतीय क्रिकेट में जब डिफिकल्ट सिचुएशन में सिर्फ सचिन तेंदुलकर ही था, वो मैच जिताते थे. क्या आपको लगता है कि ऐसा स्थिति भारतीय क्रिकेट में अभी है कि सिर्फ विराट कोहली कठिन सिचुएशन में मैच जिताते हैं और जब बहुत कठिन सिचुएशन आता है कोई स्टैंड नहीं कर पाते?
नहीं, ऐसी बात नहीं है. जैसे मैंने अभी आंसर किया पहले, इस चीज़ में हम बिल्कुल बिलीव नहीं करते हैं. हम एज अ टीम खेलने को देखते हैं और हमारी कोशिश यही रहती है कि सब लोग कंट्रीब्यूट करें मैच में. लेकिन हर टाइम वो पॉसिबल नहीं होता है, बट अगर वो ज़्यादा बार रिपीट भी हो रहा है तो हमें वो चीज़ को आइडेंटिफाई करना पड़ेगा और उसके ऊपर हमें इम्प्रूवमेंट करनी पड़ेगी, क्योंकि सबको देश के लिए खेलने का मौका नहीं मिलता है और हमें मिल रहा है. हमारे लिए ऑनर की और प्रिविलेज की बात होनी चाहिए और हमें उस चीज़ के ऊपर अपनी पूरी मेहनत करके और उस चीज़ को एग्जीक्यूट करने की कोशिश करनी चाहिए फील्ड पे. तो हम सबका ये माइंडसेट रहता है कि हम इक्वली कंट्रीब्यूट करें टीम के लिए.
Sir, last one.
Virat, there's been a lot of talk of India doing well in India but not overseas. Do you still believe you're the best side in the world?
Look, we have to believe that we are, you know, the best side, because even when we came here, if you don't have the belief that you can win the series here, there's no point coming here. You know, we've not come here just to participate. And answering your question, sir, how many times did South Africa come into the game in India? Coming close to winning games in India. Can you count? But, you know, we are not complaining about Cape Town either. The game was finished in 3 days, one was a washout. So look, we are not complaining about pitches, we are not complaining about conditions, we have come here to play. As I said, we've had equal opportunities to win in both the games. And that's the positive we can take out of this. But I'm not sitting here comforting my guys, so I don't know what you're listening to, but I'm asking everyone to be hard on themselves.